الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم أما بعد. Brothers and sisters, we've been talking about the different types of punishments that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have ordained based on the type of sin that the individuals would do. And we talked about there are two types of punishments when it comes to physical punishments. Punishments that you could feel, like for instance an earthquake, tornado, money, or sometimes it could be spiritual punishments. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what does it mean spiritual punishments? Meaning that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would inflict you with something inside of your chest. Okay? And there are many times we see in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have talked about these things. I mentioned example. Like for instance, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for instance, talked about al-khatam. يختم الله على قلوبهم, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have sealed their heart. Sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about ghishawa, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would cover their hearts. Sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala he talks about al-qifl, al-iqfal, their hearts are locked. Sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about in the Quran al-ighfal, that they're away, they cannot see the truth. The ikhfa, they're negligent of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about punishments where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would not, أولئك الذين لم يرد الله أن يطهر قلوبهم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would not want to purify them. Their hearts are unclean. Sometimes you will see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about ضيق الصدر, their chests are tight. Sometimes you say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sarful qulub, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have moved away their heart. And so there are many types of spiritual punishments you see in the Quran. Subhanallah. And that's why Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, he narrated to us a saying by one of the Sahaba, Hudayf ibn al-Yaman. Hudayf ibn al-Yaman, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala believe him, he said, Al-qulubu arba'a. Hearts are of four types. What are the four types? He said قلب أجرد فيه سراج يزهر. There are a heart that is clean, and in it there is light that shines. He said فذلك قلب المؤمن. This is the heart of a believer. It's clean and it shines. وقلب أغلف. A heart that is sealed from all directions. No light, it's unclean. He said فذلك قلب الكافر. This is the heart of a disbeliever. And he said the third type of heart, قلب منكوس, a heart that is set back or upside down. فذلك قلب المنافق. This is the heart of what? The hypocrite. This is the third type of heart. وقلب تمده مادتان, a heart that is so in between, and it's like as if it's made out of two entities. He said madatul iman wa madatul nifaq. He said like this heart is made out of what? Two entities, from an entity of faith and an entity of hypocrisy. And he act on based on what is the majority, which entity is the majority of his heart. So for instance, sometimes you'll see him have more faith, and then he would act on the based on the fact that he have more faith. Sometimes he would have more hypocrisy, and then you'll see him act on that. So brothers and sisters, it's important for us to think about these things and look into what is the real guidance and what is the real sight, as Rabb al-Alamin have told us. He said فإنها لا تعمى الأبصار فإنها لا تعمى الأبصار ولكن تعمى القلوب التي في الصدور. He said the real blindness is not the blindness of the eyes, but real blindness is the blindness of the heart. And the worst of punishments, and that's the punishment of punishment of the heart. Because thing is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like for instance, have taken away money from you or inflicted you with a disaster. Yeah, this can come and go. Material things can come and go. But when it comes to spirituality, brothers and sisters, this is something that is constantly with you. Constantly with you. If you're depressed, if you're sad, if you're anxious, if you're worried, if you feel يعني whether you are asleep, whether you're awake, as soon as you wake up, you're always thinking about it. فإن لهم معيشة ضنكا. يعني their heart is they're always in the state. And that's why brothers and sisters and the scholars have classified to us different types of spiritual يعني punishments. For instance, they said خسف القلب. خسف القلب is that when يعني they said يعني خسف القلب is like complete destruction of the heart. What does that mean? Meaning that and Ibn al-Qayyim he said وعلامة الخسف يعني the a sign that someone have this types of heart which خسف يعني it's completely low, completely destroyed. He said that أنه لا يزال جوالا حول السفليات والقاذورات. He said this, the owner of the heart of this individual who is always running after things of the low things, and things that have no meaning in life. Yeah, and things that are like very filthy and very dirty. You'll see him dancing around from going after like the most يعني foolish things in life, things that have no meaning, things that have no benefits. You'll see him jumping from one dirty place to another, he's going from one bar to another, and from going to the bar to going after girls, and then after that he's going to steal, and then after that you see him killing or harming other people, and you see him going into places where people sell drugs, and he's حول القاذورات وحول السفليات. He's always running around over what is the lowest of the low, or what is the most unbeneficial thing that is possibly after death. And vice versa, like you see the mu'min, the believer, he is going after the most high and the most clean places. He's going to the masjid. He's going to visit the Kaaba. He's going to visit his mother. He's going to look after the poor. Yani, where are the places of light? He's going to go learn about his deen. He's going to attend a session. He's going to hear about this brother. Subhanallah. And look, he's jumping from one place of light to another. When he see him discussing, he's discussing things that are of worthy to discuss. How can I learn this? Or not like how people nowadays, when they see them going after the most pitiful things. Oh, what's the color of his shoe? What kind of game is he playing? Uh, his dog is cute or not cute? What should I buy my dog for him to wear? Uh, give people a break. And you're literally burning brain cells for us to, and you're wasting brain cells thinking about these things. يعني seriously, give yourself a break. فسبحان this is the signs of خسف القلب. Okay, what about مسخ القلب? What is مسخ is what? Is that you see the heart become of another entity. Like you will see him acting like another animal. مسخ يعني a complete flip of the heart. You'll see him, for instance, يعني he is from outside, he looks like a human being. But from inside, the way he acts and the way he functions and the way he talks and the way he deals with others, as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have turned him into another being. Another being. You see him, for instance, he have absolute no jealousy. He have no jealousy over his wife, no jealousy over his daughters. He does not care if his daughter are half naked or not. He does not care whether his wife is going out or give high fives to the people who are not related to them. And these people are like the pig. Pig have absolutely no jealousy. He from the outside he's like a human being, but from the inside he's like a pig. خلق الخنزير, as Ibn al-Qayyim have says. And he see him going after places of filth. Going after places of filth. He's going to the bars. He's going to drink. Even maybe the way he eats possibly is like a pig. Subhanallah. Yes, he is a human being, but he's acting like a pig. Or you see, and that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Sufyan ibn Uyayna, when he translated the following verse. وما من دابة في الأرض ولا طائر يطير بجناحيه إلا أمثالكم. He said there is no يعني cattle in the earth or a bird that flies unless nations like you. Some of the scholars said that nations like you, like people are becoming like, they're acting like these animals. والعياذ بالله. You see people, someone who have no sensation, have no feeling, like a donkey, or someone who is so arrogant and showing off, or he always look at people like ants in front of him, like a peacock, or someone who is he is so proud of himself, like a rooster, or someone he could be like, he is so humble, or he does not harm other people, like a lamb, or someone who as soon as you get closer to him he would bite you, like a wolf, or someone who's always tricking you one after another. He does not stop tricking people, like a wolf, or yeah, like a wolf, or yeah. Subhanallah, brothers and sisters. يعني you people are unfortunately like that. You see, some people, you see, as soon as you get closer to them, they would harm you. They would bite you, like a dog or like a wolf. You see, some people, yeah, they are not. You could not see their real face. A fox is known to trick people, is known to deceive people. Or you see some people who are always making fun of other people, like monkeys. He's like always making the very first thing he see him laughing. Why? Because he make fun of this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy. Like a monkey, he's always laughing and making fun of other people. Subhanallah, is that sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have elevated son of Adam, have elevated the standard, but that we shouldn't be acting like animals. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, brothers and sisters, sometimes he talks about examples of how people would degrade themselves to be like animals. مثل الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لم يحملوها كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفار. People who have knowledge and they don't carry that knowledge, it's like a donkey. كمثل الكلب إن تحمل عليه يلهث أو تتركه. It's the example of the dog who, if you carry something on him, he would open his mouth, and otherwise he would still open his mouth. So brothers and sisters, let's elevate ourselves. Let's elevate ourselves. And sometimes you see people who are like, we say القلب المنكوس, like heart that is upside down. Upside down. He does not see the right, wrong, right. He see the right, whatever, everything that is right, he see it as wrong, and everything that is wrong, he see it as right. Upside down, mankus. يا أخي, tell him, يا أخي, this is haram. He would argue for you for the next 1 week, trying to prove to you that whatever haram he's doing is right. And if you tell him something that is good, he says, no, it's bad for you. منكوس, upside down. حتى يرى الباطل حقا والحق باطل, as Ibn Qayyim says. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. And sometimes you see people whose hearts, hijab al-qalb, their hearts are sealed. They're completely sealed. They're sealed from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're not willing to attend halaqat like this, or listen to any Quran, or listen to any anything that is beneficial. Their heart is sealed. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to continue that seal on them in the hereafter. Imagine Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, he said, كلا بل ران على قلوبهم ما كانوا يكسبون كلا إنهم عن ربهم يومئذ لمحجوبون. It's like during this dunya, their hearts were sealed. Okay, and just like their heart was sealed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was going to seal himself away from them in the hereafter. Because one of the most beautiful things that someone can do in the hereafter is see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the most يعني thing that anybody would wish he could do is see رب العالمين in the hereafter, but no, in the hereafter Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would not allow them to see them, and they would live يعني a life يعني far away from him, and that's another punishment. A dunk that he's always depressed and he's always anxious. ومن أعرض عن ذكري فإن له معيشة ضنكا. We always talk about this. Whoever turn away from the remembrance of رب العالمين, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with his love is full of trouble, full of depression. He feels sad all the time. So brothers and sisters, يعني, look at this. Are you inflicted with any of these things? Do you feel that your heart is away from Rabbil Alamin? Do you have this dunk? Do you feel your heart is shield? Do you feel that your heart is upside down? Do you feel that your heart is turned into an animal? Or do you feel that your heart is destroyed? So ask yourself these questions. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from all these punishment, brothers and sisters, because this is very important. In the contrary, people who are with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are way above all of this. They're flying in the sky. They're flying in the sky. They're full of tranquility and full of happiness and full of pureness and full of gentleness. And their heart is way up there. They feel the mercy of Rabbil Alameen. They're close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They're in a level of spirituality that anybody would envy them for. And that's why يعني, one time Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam he gave this analogy. He said, إذا مررتم برياض الجنة فارتعوا. He said, if you, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam one time told the Sahaba, if you pass by the places of Jannah, the places of heaven, take away some with you. He said, what? So the Sahaba questioned, when we pass by a places of heaven, let's take some of it for us. What does that mean? What are the places of heavens in this earth? The Prophet said, وَمَا رِيَاضُ الْجَنَّةِ. He said, حِلَقُ الذِّكْر. The rings of that are sitting down, people who are sitting down to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just like this one. When you are sitting with people to remember Allah, when you're sitting with people to learn the Quran, when sitting with a ring of people to get closer to Rabbil Alamin, to listen to a lesson, these are the places of heaven, brothers and sisters. You know, and that's why the more you are up and you're like this, the more Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would not inflict your heart with all these diseases, but rather Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would perfect your heart. And that's why يعني, for instance, when you talk about Sayyidina Ibrahim, he said, يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. Sayyidina Ibrahim, he told his people, he said, no one, يعني, in the hereafter, nothing is going to be beneficial except a perfect heart. What's a perfect heart? What's a perfect heart? They said the perfect heart is the heart that it does not associate anything with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. قلب سليم هو الذي سلم من الشرك. Heart that is clean from associating things with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A heart that have no ghil, have no hate, or hiqd, have no hate, have no hasad, have no envy, does not hate people, or is not envious of people, does not have shuh, is not cheap, does not have kibr, is not arrogance, does not love this dunya. You know, if this heart, this is the perfect heart. And then they said, in summary, what is the perfect heart? That have these 5 characteristics: have no shirk, have no innovation, does not change the religion, have no desires, that desires that are opposite of the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, have no negligence, he does not turn away from Rabbul Alameen, and the ones that have no hawa, he does not follow his own will. So the heart that does not associate Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, have no innovation, have no desire, is completely serious and always not negligent. He's always focused. And the one that is always does not follow his own hawa, his own nafs, that's the perfect heart. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us that perfect heart and grant all of you this perfect heart and make us among the people who are always with Rabbil Alameen. These are the spiritual punishment for those who turn away from Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If I say anything that's good for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His Prophet, if I say anything appropriate for myself and the shaitan, جزاكم الله خير حسن معكم سبحانك وبحمدك نستغفرك ونتوب إليك والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين عملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. جزاكم الله خير والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.